All right. Hello, I'm Jill Nelson, and we have author Lindsey Goldstein here. How are you, Lindsey?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself. You are an author. Go ahead. We want to hear about you.
Okay, so yes, I'm an author. I've been writing for about 11 years. I started by publishing essays about love and parenting. And after publishing a certain number of essays, I had enough confidence to try my hand at a novel. So my debut novel, Gap Year, will be releasing on February 3rd, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, coming up.
Yes,
Congratulations.
thank you.
So since you are an author, we want to know, what is your favorite genre that you actually like to read?
I will read anything from thriller to rom-com to, I guess, the latest mom-com. I read literary fiction. I mean, I'm not biased. I will say that I write. I tend to write in more of the women's fiction sphere.
Yeah, that's your
And
audience. Okay.
that's my audience, yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Who is an author that may have inspired you to write?
So, I mean, going back to Joyce Carol Oates would probably be the first person, but most recently, I'm super inspired by Catherine Newman. I love her
Okay.
writing. I
Oh,
love her voice. I love the content. So some of it's, heavy topics, but in a very humorous, poignant way that she writes. And so it's easy to access.
okay. So for you, with your writing style, do you come up with your first draft, or do you come up with the cover of your books first?
So thankfully, this book is traditionally published. So I had a lot of say in the cover. So it actually hadn't occurred to me, but I did have ideas. However, the manuscript was first and foremost. So I wrote that, worked on it for several years. And then the cover came from some of the aspects of the novel, which I'm very happy with it.
Great. We're excited for it to come out. Um, are there any interferences with your life as a writer? For example, people, money, time. What interferes most with your writing, your time?
Definitely time. So I have two kids. I have a very demanding dog. Needs lots of walks. And I do have a part-time job. I'm a physical therapist, so I have to really carve out time for writing. And I'm not as great at writing. And let's say if I have an hour, I really try, but I need like 4 hours. So I have to just carve that out, and preferably when no one's home.
Yes, I understand that. Speaking of which, when is your most productive time of day to write? Morning, afternoon, or night?
Definitely like around by 11, I'm ready to sit down and write. And then
11 a.m. or p.m.?
11 a.m., yes. And I'm very productive up until 2 or 3. And that's about my limit.
Okay. That's when you start slowing things down and get back to being mom.
Exactly. Yep.
Yes,
Pick
I
up
understand that.
dinner, all that good stuff.
So you're a busy lady. Be honest here. How many submission letters have you sent out?
Hundreds. So the first novel I think I mentioned I wrote, which will never see the light of day. I had no clue what I was doing. I probably queried about 50 agents. I didn't even know you could submit things to publishing houses if you didn't have an agent. That went in a drawer, will never be seen again. And so since then, I've queried 2 other books, including this one. I would say I'm between 200, 250 submission letters.
Wow, that's amazing. Let's see. When you are driving in your car, listening to your headphones, what are you typically listening to? Are you listening to music, podcasts, a book on tape?
I am a music listener. I have started listening to more podcasts because I'm going to be on a couple and I want to see what they're all about.
They're fun.
But also just generally interested in writing podcasts. But yeah, so those I listen to more when I'm cooking. I can focus on that a little bit better, but I don't know what it is about driving. I just tune out. I mean, hopefully I'm paying attention to where
You're
I'm
on
going.
autopilot.
Yeah, so I just music is it.
I always wonder what other people are listening to. I'm usually listening to music as well when I'm driving or on my headphones too. Some with words and some just classical, fantasy music, whatever I'm writing, whatever kind of gets me in the mood. How do you handle criticism, negative reviews? How do you handle that as a writer?
So I think I've definitely grown a very thick skin. So in general, criticism I'm great with. Like I seek out beta readers. I love getting feedback. I have a hard time when someone just says, it's great, or they say nothing. I would rather.
We need to help us learn, right?
Yeah. So I'd rather get hit with everything and anything that's working, what's not working. Like I have a new manuscript I'm working on, and I just got a 10-page document from an editor. And when I first read it, I was very daunted by that. But now that I'm getting into it, it's so useful to have that roadmap of what's working, what's not. As far as reviews, it's funny you should ask because Gap Year, obviously, I'm soliciting early reviews. And for the most part, everything's very positive. But then you get one that maybe not as positive, and it's hard to swallow initially. But I'm learning that writing is so subjective. So not everyone's going to love everything you write. You just have to put it out there and hope more people like it than not.
Yes. Yep. You can't please everyone. You're right. Yep. When you are driving, how do you handle road rage? Are you more of a passive aggressive driver, a match your energy type of driver, or do you just simply ignore them and just try to get to your destination?
So I drive a lot. So as I mentioned, I have a part-time job. So I'm a physical therapist, and I actually go to people's homes. So I will drive sometimes 40 miles a day, and I see some of the craziest things. And for the most part, I'm okay. I just see it. I don't let it bother me. But one thing does make me really stabby, and that's when I'm on a road that's one lane in either direction, and the speed limit, let's say, is 50, and someone pulls in front of me and they go 25. Like
why? That's what I say. I hold my hands up and say, why?
I know. I try really hard not to tailgate, but I mean, I'm probably saying every expletive under the sun as I'm driving. So, and my daughter, who's 14, she accuses me of having road rage. And I said, but I don't understand this. I just don't.
Wait until you start to drive, you will get it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to chat with me tonight. We look forward to seeing your novel, Gap Year, coming out February 2026. Yay.
Thank you so much. I hope you read it and like it.
Yes. All right. You have a good rest of your night. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jill. Bye.
Bye.